As the saying goes, the show must go on, and that's the case for this year's Miss Oklahoma pageant. Originally scheduled for the River Spirit Casino, the pageant has to move because of the flooding along the Arkansas River. The reigning Miss Oklahoma, Ashley Thompson, is with us this morning to talk about this week's competition, which will now be held at the Hard Rock. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nothing like a little last-minute change to get the adrenaline pumping.
Absolutely. We said that my year couldn't end any other way. I had to go out in a big way.
That's
and
right.
I'm doing it.
You're being historic.
That's right.
Right, yeah. So the transition will be everything's the same, dates are the same, and they're just going to move it to a different location.
Dates are absolutely the same, and the show will go on as normal. It will still be absolutely incredible. We have 45 incredibly talented young women this year.
And you know, I think it's kind of interesting because a lot of these girls are coming from areas that have had flooded in their towns. This is a great diversion, right, for all those communities.
This is. We've all been there for one another, been praying for one another and helping out in any way we can, but so many of our candidates have been affected, so it's nice for them to get to come here and kind of take a moment and step away from that.
Let's show the video from last year. Okay, you're standing there on the stage. You know, this is how many years you had competed in Miss Oklahoma?
I competed in the Outstanding Teen program for 3 years and then Miss Oklahoma for 6, so this was a 9-year dream.
Yeah, and so you're standing there. Oh, again, I'm sorry, I thought these were the finals numbers, but anyway, there you are, you've won, you're walking down. That had to be that moment you're like, exhale.
It was beyond surreal for me. It was one of those things I'd only imagined that happening in my head, but when it really happened, I remember I walked back to the girls and said, "Is this real? Is this real?" And one of my friends grabbed me by the arm and pinched me, and she said, "Ashley, this is real."
Can you
so
feel
when the
this?
girls started chanting my name, I thought, okay, I guess this is me. I'm ready to be Miss Oklahoma.
What was that experience like going to Miss America?
Going to Miss America this year with all of the changes that
Yes.
Miss America had, I was the very first Miss Oklahoma to compete at Miss America 2.0. So getting to be there and meet all of those women and have my moment on the Miss America stage was unreal. And actually a lot of my friends from Miss America will be joining us here in Oklahoma this week.
Was the transition for the changes, I know the swimsuit down, the changing and that kind of thing, how did that, and then the evening gown as well, what was kind of the response did you feel from the contestants?
I felt really empowered the entire time, and that's something I think Miss America continues to strive for. Rather than having us in our swimsuits being judged, we were at a podium in front of judges in outfits like the one I have on right now, and I felt so empowered because as my future bosses, that's what I want them to see.
Sure.
I want them to see an empowered young woman.
And look past the physical part of
Absolutely.
it. Yeah. I mean, it's important to have that. And
you have to be physically fit to be Miss Oklahoma.
Yeah, traveling how many thousand miles?
40,000 miles this year as Miss Oklahoma.
So I've got 30 seconds, what advice do you give to those contestants and to the young women out there that might be watching for future generations?
Believe in yourself and believe in your timing. Things will all work out when they're supposed to, and the Lord will plan your purpose just perfectly like He did mine.
And even if you don't win, because not everybody's going to get the crown, there are other
You
options.
always get a scholarship.
A lot of awesome benefits as well. Pageant starts tomorrow, will run through Saturday, and there's also the Miss Oklahoma Outstanding Teen Competition, which is Thursday night, Friday night.
Thursday and Friday.
Yes.
Prelims Thursday, Friday, final Saturday.
So we've got a lot of activities going on. We've got all the ticket information now that it's at the Hard Rock. You can go to our website, newson6.com. And this time next week, we'll be meeting the new Miss Oklahoma here on 6 in the morning.